Greetings, greetings, greetings. I am back again. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am your host, Chantel Sierta Shakim, your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide, coming in to speak out and speaking up and fixing crowns in the process, okay? So I am back again for my day number 112. And on this day, we are tapping into the universal energies of the day, coming out of this crescent moon energy. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, and tapping into just what the universal energy has to say as we recharge our energy. Recharging our energy to align to the life that we desire. This is where we are. Yesterday was a day of recharging for me as I didn't go live, but I was live in spirit, okay? My body said no, and I just couldn't do it. But not bad for 111 days, y'all. So I have been going strong. I have really taken time to listen to my body. And here I am again for day number 112. I'm keeping it going because what's one day? It's just a day. So the universal energy of today is the Three of Swords, okay? So the Three of Swords energy is really about healing our hearts, remaining open, being aware of what our minds, body, and soul is telling us so that we can heal, so that we can expand, so that we can grow, glow, and flow, okay? So I am here for it, and I'm thankful for you showing up as well. So let's tap into the book for this universal energy, and then we will go into the 7-card spread, and then the clarification cards, okay, from the Secrets of the Ancestor, the Soul's Journey cards, and the chakra cards, okay? Thank you all for coming into the space. Thank you for sharing your energy and your light. It is needed and it is appreciated. You are worthy, and so am I, okay? This is where we're going to start the reading with the Three of Swords, okay? Three of Swords says, that's the wrong one. One more. Okay. My heart remains tender and open. My heart remains tender and open. We'll ring it in, y'all, because I am ringing in this new way of life. I can tell you honestly that I have really been showing up in ways that I never imagined, right? I've been receiving the abundance of this best life now, and I am so happy that I get to share it with the audience. So thank you all for coming in. Thank you. Hello to all of you who are coming into the room. I am your soul guide and host for tonight for this energetic reading of the collective energy for instruction, guidance, confirmations, directions, and we are gonna tap in. So we have the Light Seers Tarot, which I will be working with, and we're gonna see what they got to say, y'all. As you know, I work with the highest vibration of love. I work in the industry of helping women find their true identity, learn to self-regulate, and really get spiritually clear about their life's purpose. So if that is something that interests you, please hit me up. I do have space on my calendar. You can find me at goodvibesloungellc.com and just check out what we got going on, y'all, because this is our best life now. The next card out is doing the work, y'all. This is what I've been doing the work. You know, 8 of Pentacles is about staying focused, staying determined, knowing that you have all the talent, the gifts, the ability to achieve your best life. When you show up, you know, it's nothing too hard about being your truth, living your truth, and seeing it come through right before your eyes as you take the stage as the Emperor. This is a major arcana card. This is all about being the main player, knowing that what you are doing is embracing the queen within, as I just heard, but moving the things on the game, moving the pieces of the game, moving the things out of your way that no longer serves, and then positioning yourself in a way to rise and shine. Okay, the next card out is the Devil card, followed by the Page of Cups. Okay, that's 4 cards. We'll get 3 more, and then I'll tap into the message as it comes in. The next card is the Rest card. It is the 4 of Swords. Taking time to rest is important. As I spoke before, yesterday my body said no, okay? I said no, it can't. All it wanted to do was sleep. That I went to a beautiful breath work exercise on Sunday, and that was so beautiful. I was able to release a lot of stored emotions, good and bad, I guess, if you want to say good and bad. And I began to walk in my light, y'all. This is the 10 of Swords, the next card out, followed by the Hierophant, okay? We'll take those 2, even though this is more than 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're ending on the Hierophant, which is being my own guru, being my own whatever I am. I don't know. Every day I'm showing up differently. But in that space, I am truly living my best life now, looking and experiencing how good it can get. So as I'm looking at these cards here, I'm immediately seeing that, this is a time of healing. This is a time of really tapping into what do you want and desire for your life. What mystical, magical moments are in store for us, right? As we do our work, doing the work and being determined to see it in completion. As we show up as the Emperor and begin to heal. Understanding that we get to do it. Whatever you think about, you can bring about. If you believe that pigs can fly, show me how. All right? And then take the leap. Take the leap, which is the Fool card. You have to leap into your new life. This is quantum mechanics, right? This is seeing it and then becoming it, embodying it, and going into the deep waters of your own consciousness. And the way that you can do that is by taking time to rest. Get out of the hustle and bustle. Get out of the doing, and not resting. We have to rest. It is very important. That's how our hearts truly begin to heal. Okay, that's where our hearts really can begin to anchor into our I am, and allowing us to move ahead. Endings are only beginnings, right? We end things so that we can become something else. And in that something else, we go into the highest spaces of our own genuine I am. All right? So I will read from the book, The Hierophant, which is also a major arcana card. It is major arcana card number 5, which is my life path. So it's reminding me, continue to go into it. Go deeper into it. Believe it. Embody it. Be the example of it. Be the divine demonstrator of what your best life now looks like. And it may not look like the ultimate goal, but understand that that's only even a beginning, okay? So it says, I am my own guru, and the guidance I need is rooted in my faith, my belief, and my unique essence. No one can do it but you. You have to do it. You have to do it and do it and do it well. as we go into the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is not a bad card. It's a card that allows us to grow. It's a card that allows us to find our truth by walking away from the things that no longer serve. Understanding that, as it says in the book, I am healing every day. We are healing every day. Or we are succumbing to the depths of our trials and tribulation. But even in that, it will cause you to slow down. It will cause you to take time to rest. It will cause you to come into your heart space, get reconnected with it, and determine what is working and what is not. And then begin to move in a way that really supports your ultimate goals, your ultimate visions, your ultimate expectation out of life, and really it is to flow, to ride the currents of life. Okay, it says, I give myself permission to slow down and heal. As the last card said, I am healing every day. So are you being aware of the healing that is taking place? Are you being aware of how your body is keeping the score? Are you being aware of honoring your body as you heal? And then you can take the leap as the Fool shows up, okay? The Fool is square one, right? Square zero, really. It's the zero of the major arcana. And it says, I am ready for this adventure down my soul's path. I am ready for the adventure. I am open to the opportunities that present. I am positioning myself in places that doors are opening, that things are coming into my frequency as I align to the truth of who I am. And this is where the Page of Cups shows up, allowing your emotions to lead you in wherever they go, right? Allowing our emotions to be the navigation, in a sense. If you're overly emotional, what do you need to release? If you are if you're caught up in a spiral downward, how can you take that time to rest and begin to reposition yourself? Greetings, cousin. Welcome in. Welcome in. Glad you could join us. So this is the Page of Cups. It says, the world is my flourishing oyster. I am excited to see what happens next. I am excited. Get excited of those dreams, those wishes, those desires, even the things that are unimaginable. If you can think it, you can be it. If you can think it, you can accomplish it. If you can think it, if you can visualize yourself doing it, being it, or having it, it is within your grasp. It says, the world is my flourishing oyster, and I am excited to see what happens next. Seeing what happens next as the devil shows up. Oh my God, the devil made me do it. But is the devil helping you to heal? Because that's what it's sent to do. It's that navigation system that allows us to see what is serving me and what is not, okay? And then as you see that shadow of a person at the bottom, on a puppet string. Are your puppet strings being pulled in a direction that make you feel uncomfortable? It may be time to cut the cord, right? If that puppet string is bringing you to the fullness of who you are, it's time to walk it out. As my last reading was all about walking it out, The Devil is also a major arcana card, meaning these are big life shifts that are taking place. And it says, in the darkness, I am free to heal everything. This is a healing energy that we are in right now. As those 6 planets are being aligned in Aries, that is the time to burn away the things that no longer serve, so that you can have the capacity to hold the things that do serve you. All right? So in the darkness, I am free to heal everything. And I have really been going through this phase of the void, I would say. The void, the time where it doesn't look like anything is happening, but truly that is where it all happens. When you find yourself in the dark, continue on your path. Don't spiral into the lowest frequency. Come into this frequency of being your own guru. What do you expect to happen? How do you see your world flourishing? Are you taking the time to rest? And how are you trusting the path that your soul is leading you on? Sometimes it has to get really, really dark in order for you to begin to shine the light. And that's where the Emperor comes in. The Emperor is saying, hey, I'm the main character. I get to navigate everything in my experience to serve me at the highest heights. And as you see, it's a ram there. That's that Aries energy. That is that fire, that passion, that determination, leading the way as the leader of your life, the leader of your situations, your experiences, taking that leadership authority and saying, hey, how am I making this work for me? And the Emperor is the number 4 of the major arcana. We have a lot of major arcana cards coming out as we are coming into this new time of receiving. And it says, I lead the circumstances in my world with confidence, harmony, and generosity. Confidence, harmony, and generosity. Taking the leadership in your life as you begin to work with what you have to manifest what you desire. It doesn't come easy, but you have to manifest what you desire. It doesn't come easy, but it can. It can come as easy as you want it to be, as you just stay focused and fixed on what it is you want to illuminate. What is it that you want to bring in? How is it that your gifts, your talents, your abilities are shining light in your darkness so that you can truly begin to manifest the outcomes that you are looking for in this 8 of Pentacles energy. And 8 of Pentacles says, with loving determination, I persevere and I become the person I long to be. With loving determination, I persevere and become the person I have longed to be. And this is that Hierophant energy. Are you truly tapping into your own I am? Who are you? What are you being sent to do? How is your daily activities supporting the work that you want to do? The career. Are you on the career path that ignites your passion, ignites your love, ignites all that you are, and also brings forth the healing, okay? That's what we're talking about today. Healing this frequency, healing our hearts, right? Allowing our hearts to remain tender and open as we navigate our life experience, understanding that everything is being sent to serve. So we're going to ring that in, and then we are going to tap into our soul journey confirmation. What is our soul telling us? What is our soul asking us to begin to focus on? We'll take those 4 cards because 4 of them showed up. The first one out was doubt. How are you using doubt? Are you doubting yourself? Are you doubting the goals, the dreams, the wishes? Are you putting doubt in that space? Or are you allowing it to move you? Give thanks. Move you forward by truly believing your dreams, truly believing the hopes, the things that you have not yet seen, but being truthful to walking it out, regardless of if it hasn't been made manifest. Doubt says, I release the need to know all the answers. All you need to know is what you know right now. All you need to do is what you can do right now. And in that frequency, the next Soul's Journey card is love. Loving yourself. loving yourself unconditionally, loving the life that you get to live, and believing that that love frequency will move you into the next thing. Even when you're blinded, even when it's dark, even when you don't know what next, love is the answer. And it says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And then we can trust that what we see is what it is, even if we're only seeing it in our third eye. If you focus in, taking time to meditate, taking time to believe the dream. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome in. Taking time to breathe. Thank you for that. Thank you. And if you haven't already, join my fan club. If you haven't already, hit that like me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tapping in. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we are trusting. We are trusting that our visions, our dreams, our hopes, our ideas for our life is showing up. And it says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Trust your voice. If you haven't even heard your own voice, maybe you need to take more time to rest. Make sure you hear your own voice. We all have been given the gift of intuition. We have all been given the gift to tap into universal consciousness. We have all been given the gift to know how it is we are to move within this experience. And the ultimate goal is happiness. That is the last card. And I love this because the dolphins show up in that space of freedom, in that place of working with the element of water. Again, our emotions. How are you allowing your emotions to bring you to this highest expression of happiness? Happy living, being, and having the things you desire. It says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Give thanks, give thanks. Yes, I love this deck too. It is the Soul's Journey deck. Let me show you. The Soul's Journey deck, okay, by James Van Praagh. And I really like this because it does give us some real affirmations to really navigate our soul's journey. So the ones that came out was doubt, love, trust, and happiness. If you really release the need to know the answers, you can commit to the practice of if you release the need to know the answers, you can commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things, trusting that you can accept that your inner voice will guide you correctly. Again, as the Hierophant showed up, being your own guru and finding that happy place. You know, happiness is something that takes work. We can truly begin to see our best life now when we are happy, because happiness is a motivator to find more things to be happy about. And this says that I am aware that being happy means I'm on the right path. So this is what we're doing, right? As I show up here every day, this 365-day journey for me is all about trusting my process, trusting the path, knowing that my light is needed, and I get to shine bright as a diamond, okay? The next deck I'm diving into is The Secrets of the Ancestor, and the first card out in that was the Trickster. These two cards came out again. Wow. And I've shuffled these decks many times because I've been doing my own drawing. So the Trickster energy, which is ego and excess, and poetic justice both come out. And this is a yin-yang type of energy that I'm feeling here. It's like we can allow our ego to keep us safe, right? Ego is all about keeping us safe. And sometimes that safety comes at the expense of settling for discomfort as comfort, right? Settling in those webs that we have woven for ourselves through our practices, through the things we've done every day. But it limits our ability to access the abundance, right? When we get caught up in cycles, when we get caught up in things that no longer serve us, we have to release those things. We have to release them and find that space of poetic justice. This is where we judge those things that we've done over and over again and received the same results that are not allowing us to live our best life now. But this is where we also can begin to receive everything that we desire. I will go into the first card, the trickster, because sometimes it looks like things are not happening the way we want them. But it is a trick. It is a test to see if you're willing to stay there. Are you going to stay in the low vibrational frequencies and experiences, or are you going to move into something greater? The trickster energy says, I easily release anything that is holding me back. We're going to ring that in. I easily release anything that is holding me back. And the ancestral medicine for this card says, this ancestor can represent depression, okay? If you're struggling with depression, this is for you, okay? It says, if you want something different, you need to do something different. It says, look beyond your vices. If you need help, get help. And I am a holistic self-care practitioner that helps individuals navigate this emotional dysregulation when we constantly find ourselves going over and over and over and over and not getting different results. It is time to do something different. And it's hard to do sometimes because we've gotten comfortable in the uncomfortability. We've gotten comfortable, and then it begins to show up in our body as depression. But it's all about shifting into this higher expression of that depression, and that is being your own guru, knowing that you get to choose as poetic justice shows up. This is the yin and the yang. The opposite of depression is happiness, I would say. Finding that happiness, finding that place of knowing you're on the right path. So we will move into that number 11, the judge. And number 11 is open doors. Open the doors. Do something different. Come into the light of who you are, even in the moonlight, right? This last crescent moon was all about receiving the abundant life, receiving the things you desire. And it says, every day in exciting ways, things are working out for me. How good can it get? Every day in exciting ways, things are working out for me. And this is also where it says, every day in exciting ways, I get to choose me as I walk away from the things that no longer serve. Okay? The ancestral medicine for this card says, some of our ancestors had to be wishy-washy to survive. Again, ego and excess, that survival mentality. This is what we do out of survival. But what if we chose to do things out of our freedom, out of our happiness, out of living the best life now? Things would really look a lot different. So clarity is required now. Getting clear about what it is you hope for. Getting clear about what is causing the low vibrational energy? What is causing the depression? If you don't know, it's really because you are not aligned, because you have not anchored into your true I am. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to have? How is it that you want to experience life this time around? You get to choose it. And it is a matter of doing something different, okay? So we'll move into our chakra energy cards. This is where we are going to find that alignment. What may be the focus of how we move out of this place of depression, the place of oppression, the place of feeling like we are not in the position to take the leadership of our own life, okay? The card that comes out, this is a card from the last one as well, is the mastery. Self-mastery is really an energy of really doing what you need to do to achieve what you were intentionally sent here to do. You know, you got to get happy about the things you've been through, right? Get happy that what didn't kill you made you stronger. What you're going through is a temporary test, okay? This is where this ego and excess comes in. You are being tested every day to show up in your highest vibration of love, in your highest vibration of life. This is self-mastery. We are not masters of our life until we end the life. That's when you've done all that you could do. You've stood in the truth of who you are, or you've been taken to the depths of hell. And now you have to have a reset. So another lifetime may be where you find this self-mastery. But as I am coming forth, I am choosing to master my best life now in this lifetime. And again, this is number 15. Kind of like the trickster energy, y'all. Both number 15. What are you doing? How are you aligning your life? How are you moving through the low vibrations of the webs that we've weaved, the preconceived programs that we are running in the background of our own subconscious mind? It's time that we begin to take control as the master, as the leader, as the architect of our life, and seeing that the world is our flourishing oyster, and we get excited about what happens next. Get excited. Yesterday was in the past. Today is the now, and we get to choose differently. I know for me, when I start to feel myself dropping into a lower frequency, I put on music, Afro beats, or drumming, and I just dance. I move my body. Moving our body is very instrumental to moving energy. Dancing has been my medicine for a long time. Also, getting comfortable with breathing. Sometimes we don't even breathe correctly because we're holding, give thanks, we're holding so much that needs to be expressed, that needs to be released. And our conscious breath can help us bring up those things that keep us stuck. And this is another way that we can master our own life, okay? So, mastery, self-mastery, number 15 says, I am the master of my destiny. I am the master of my destiny. And this is what we're working with, y'all. We have to begin to master our destiny. If you've had dreams, if you've had hopes, if you've had visions of what your life is supposed to look like, and it's not looking like it, you know, it ain't walking it like it's talking it, it's time to begin to embody the essence of that life. The essence. Do the things that look like what it looks like to live your best life. Doing the things that inspire you to do more. Inspiring you to do more in alignment with your own gifts, your own talents, your own abilities. Finding things that light you up. Finding things that you enjoy doing. Don't think that every day your cycle is get up, go to work, cook, clean, and eat. Okay, those are the programs of our life. Work and eat, okay? But what do you do to nourish your soul? Are you in ritual? Do you have things that you do every day that really allow you to rest, to come into your own heart space and feel into that and fill it up with love, with joy, with peace, trusting that your own intuition will guide you in the right direction. You know, I had a miraculous thing happen to me by trusting my intuition. I never know what the world is going to offer me day to day, but I show up with the intention to expect miraculous miracles to happen. And it doesn't have to be something that is programmed, right? It's already tapped down deep in my DNA. I just have to open the door, unlock, put in the key. And the key is to believe, to know, to trust, and to move forward in love and find that thing that I can be happy about. I'm happy that I woke up this morning and got my day started. I'm happy that I have breath in my body that allows my organs to work the way they are supposed to work. I am happy about the events and the teaching engagements that I get to do. I'm happy when I get to sit with my clients and see the light come on within them to know that, hey, I can do this. Hey, I do have the answer. And then begin to create that space even within my own life to engage in more of those things. Hence, coming on here, pulling these tarot cards, setting with that little girl in me who sees herself as the queen of everything, right? I am abundant. I am richly blessed. I am guided and directed by being my own guru. That is a gift that we have all been given, but we have to activate it. We can't sleep on it, you know? We can't deny it. We can't doubt it, you know? Get out of that vibration of doubt, not feeling like you're worthy of living your best life now, because you are. You are worthy of life and life more abundantly. Worthy of life and life more abundantly. But you have to do your work. You have to let go of those things that no longer serve. You have to detangle yourself from the web of the ritual of going through the motions of life, but not getting what you deserve out of it. Seeing yourself as the guru. And really beginning to take that leap into those things that may be unknown, but or unmanifested. Even if you know it for sure in your mind, but it hasn't yet been manifested, dive in. Use the Align framework. I am hosting an event next month in the sanctuary on the School platform. If you haven't yet already found us on School, we are there doing this work. I'm offering free workshops there, allowing individuals to begin to see the blueprint of their life, begin to find the blueprint, and then also find the areas of life that may need more attention. You know, we are going through life on autopilot for the most part. We get up every day doing the same things over and over and over. But once we can see where we may be limiting ourselves in our own self-expression, we can begin to align to our best life now by utilizing true tools and seeing our life, seeing the blueprint come together as we master our life with leadership, okay, with self-care, with being able to move through the webs of life, right? And the webs of lifetimes that we also have within our DNA that we are beginning to unlock to live it in a different way. You know, it doesn't have to be the same story. What we see is not, in fact, what we get, unless it's seeing it from your third eye vision, from your highest expression of life. This is what we are diving into. My framework, Align, teaches us to anchor into our I am. What do you want to be? What do you want to have? Who do you say you are? Liberate yourself from the things that no longer serve, the routines, the people, the places, the things that you have been doing unconsciously that keep you stuck and stagnant. Releasing those things and begin to shine light on what you are, your I am. Liberate yourself and then illuminate the things that you desire. Get fixed, get focused on living your best life now and doing the things that support it. When you begin to do it, that's the generation. That is what you generate. You generate from the doing. Thoughts become things. What you put your attention on flows. Where attention goes, energy flows. And energy is what in fact creates. So once you can begin to illuminate, shining light on the things that you desire, aligning your chakras, your life force energy, you begin to generate the life you want. And then you have to nourish it through ritual, nourishing it through your actions, nourishing it through your speech, nourishing it through the whole chakra system, that framework that is truly who you are. You know, understanding the I am, understanding how your feelings in your sacral chakra move you forward or keep you stuck. I feel. Then moving into your creative center, the core of your being, what you are birthing by I can and I do. Then going into your heart space of love, which showed up here. Again, loving yourself, loving your life, loving the opportunities you get to serve, and knowing that as you commit to the practice of love, you get to see the good in all things. And then you begin to speak. I speak. You speak about how good your life is. And it begins to reshape the energy and the experiences that you have. Then you go into I see myself doing it. And then you are doing it. So it is aligning. It is not a fake it till you make it. It's a believing and knowing that this is the life for you. And you can see yourself doing it. And then when you pull those little bitty changes into your everyday, you begin to see your best life now. And then you go to the crown of I know that there are so many good things in store for me that bring me happiness, that bring me joy, that bring me my best life now. And I just keep saying, how good can it get? How good can it get? And that expands your capacity to hold more good. You go in my framework of Align, we go through the 7 pillars of lifestyle design, and we begin to design our life from what we already know. What you know for sure, you have already been given from the time you entered this world. When you crowned through your mother's womb, or when you came into this consciousness in this reality, you were giving everything you need to live your best life. And it is up to you to work out that salvation, work out that master plan, work out your master life in living it at the highest frequency. So this is what I do. This is my practice every day. I dive into these cards. I dive into universal consciousness. I dive into my highest expression of living my best life now, sharing my gifts, sharing my talents, sharing my wisdom and knowledge, that it may also inspire you or connect the dots for you to truly move into this healing vibration of love, of light, of joy, of happiness, of abundance, of living in a place of freedom. Freedom to choose, freedom to flow, and freedom to get off the hamster wheel and say, you know what? I'm going to rest in the knowing that everything is perfect just the way it is. And all of my trials, all of my tribulations, everything that I've went through up until this point has truly brought me to who I am becoming. So I hope this was an inspirational message for you. I hope you will take this in to your essence and begin to see your goddess or God rising, as I've been called to pull from this, our final card of our Goddess Rising deck by Abiola Abrams, and see where we're going from here. And again, my heart goes out to anyone who is reading or seeing this reading and have been struggling with that, moving from the lowest vibration into your highest. Please reach out to me. Please join us in the sanctuary, and please hit me up if you need a soul guide or a holistic self-care practitioner to help you liberate your mind, get yourself together, okay? This is liberation. We are all being given this opportunity to begin to flower in ways we never imagined. Begin to cut away the things that no longer serve us so that we can truly begin to be free in this most abundant life and this most abundant expression of life. So we will read Queen Mother Nanny, the liberator. The liberator. We all want to be free, and who the sun in the sky sets free is free indeed, okay? And the sun rises every day. And maybe that's a sign to get out into the sun. Take in some sun. Just sit in the silence of the sun and see if it can help you to release and illuminate the things that you desire as you release the things that don't. And it says, my dreams empower me. This is Queen Mother Nanny. Queen Mother Nanny says, break free. Your dreams hold the power and the keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. Wow. That's the summing it up if I can't say it myself, y'all. This is our time to live our free, liberated life and to really, truly see how good can it get. So until next time, I am your host, Chantel Sierta Shakim, your holistic self-care practitioner. If you haven't already, please tap into my website, goodvibesloungellc.com. Book a free consultation for us to really tap into how I can assist you in navigating this life of spiritual clarity, regulating your nervous system, and finding your true identity as you are being led by your soul purpose, okay? This is the time we are all needed. It is necessary that you know who you are and who is supporting you in this new life that you get to live. It's all available. Everything you need is here. You just have to change something and dial in to the frequency that is supporting you. That is where self-mastery begins. So until next time, I am your holistic self-care practitioner and soul guide, and I am speaking out and fixing crowns in the process. Until next time, peace and love. Good night.